كسخت اسرائيل يو
يا خنزير
كس اختك يا ابن
كس كس
المتناكة
امك يا
كس ام
ابن
ام اللي
هرم
جابك يا ابن الشرموطة
يا مصري.
كس اختك you guys
When?
we in 72. What do you mean when?
First it was 73. Tell me, how many Egyptians died in 73?
I don't give a we got
15,000. How many
if
Jews?
if it means
2,600.
get our land
How
back,
much?
we got our land
How
back.
much land did you win?
Fuck
Okay,
us.
no, you got your land back. How much land did you get back?
I don't know, but we got
11 kilometers.
The
How
whole-
much land did you lose?
we didn't lose any land.
1,000 kilometers. You lost 1,000 kilometers on the other side of the Sinai. We were in 73. We were 100 kilometers from Cairo. 100 kilometers from Cairo, and you think it's a victory? You lost 15,000 people. You gained 11 kilometers, and you lost 1,000. Your greatest victory
And-
was
and
you shot some
what-
water pistols.
We lost it to whom? We lost it to whom? To Palestine.
Israel.
Palestine.
So Palestine was whooping you. Palestine killed 15,000.
No, it wasn't Palestine. But if we lost our land, it was for Palestine, and that's okay. Do you actually like let's be real? Do you actually stand by like killing women and children?
No.
Okay, but does Israel also
Is
kill
can,
children?
can,
Does Israel kill children and women?
No.
No.
No. So here's my next question for you.
How it is no? How is it no?
How is
tell
it
me, how
now?
is it?
Israel goes to incredible. So Rafah is a city that borders Egypt. Yes.
Yes.
So when we
Why
went
didn't we
to
open the borders? That's another.
no, slow down. I'm answering your question. So when we went to attack Hamas, we evacuated 1 million people, half of whom were under 18. We evacuated them to Al-Muwasi, to Gaza City, to safe places. So we cared so much about the Palestinian children in Gaza that we moved them and warned Hamas that we were coming. Meanwhile, you guys wouldn't even open the border to let one child over unless you charged them $10,000. Who cares more about Palestinian children?
It wasn't about passing them. It was about if you displaced them, you cannot bring them back. Like if they wanted to go back to their country, they wouldn't be able to.
That's for them, not for you to decide.
No,
If they want to leave,
you weren't gonna leave them,
So
come
do you
back.
care
You
about the
weren't gonna
Palestinian?
leave
Do you
them
care
come
about the Palestinian people,
Of course I do.
especially the women and children?
Of course.
If you got a woman and a child asking you, Ya Masri, for refuge, saying, please let us out, is it for you to decide whether they should or shouldn't in case they don't come? It's for them to decide. Let's say you're right. Let's say Israel never lets them back, and they know that. They should still have the option to flee a war. You lock them in a war zone.
So you're telling me I'm gonna go to this place, I'm gonna fuck them up, and it's your fault that you're not letting them in to run, right?
There
Like,
wouldn't.
I'm
How
gonna do
many?
what I'm
How
gonna
many
do,
children would
'cause
have
I have
died?
the right to do whatever I want to do, but you don't have the right, so let them in.
Hamas started a war. We had no choice. We had to fight a war.
Hamas
They stole
didn't
our
start the
people.
war.
They
Hamas
did October the
didn't start the war.
7th.
The war. No, don't talk about October the 7th. October the 7th was just a fight back.
A fight back.
You were
Okay,
doing
fine.
some
Hamas
horrible
started
things before it for a
and
long,
you were doing
long,
horrible
long
things
time.
long before then. You've
Of
been.
course, Hamas. You know. Let me tell you this. Like, be in the scenario. Since you grew up in a country that occupied you. They made harassment. They made you leave your home. They made you. If you're a little kid, if you're a teenager and you're grown up, and these people came and said, "Come and fight for your land," would you go or not?
So I've heard this a million
Plus,
times
the
before.
refugees that were taken from your place, they were returned and they were returned safe.
They
All
weren't
of them.
returned. We
All the
thought
women
there
were
was a
returned
war
safe.
that
The
was
only
fought.
killings was for men.
Entire
And
families were slaughtered. What are you talking about? The Bibas family was
Which
safe.
families was slaughtered?
The
Which
Bibas family, a young
Show
baby.
Me, show me
The
your evidence.
Bibas.
Show me your evidence.
The
Like
literal
what families was
Hamas returned them in coffins.
How
there
many
was a huge.
refugees came back? How many?
There were no
Israeli
refugees,
came back
there
to
were
Israel,
hostages.
And they said
Hostages.
that they weren't touched, they weren't harassed, they weren't even.
They were literally. They literally described how they were. They described how they were tortured.
No woman.
A man
No
was
woman.
even
Then I have
by
the-
these
and I-
dogs.
and I got the interviews,
These club
interviews
Minjahan.
of them.
But
You got
anyway,
the interviews of
yeah,
them. they coming
We've-
back and they
we've
didn't
done this,
say that
we've-
we got harassed or we got
You
raped
you
or
watch
whatever
propaganda,
you-
fine. All you're revealing is that you
No,
have
we're
no
not
idea what you're
watching
talking
propaganda,
about.
we're
But here's
watching
my
real-life videos.
ignore the propaganda
You're
that you
watched by
say.
your media. That's not our fault.
So here, I've spoke to the survivors. I know people that survived. You don't. But anyway, that's not the point of this conversation. The point is how many Palestinian, because this is what you started with, how many Palestinian women and children would have died in the war if Egypt had allowed them to leave?
It's not about letting them
Leave
in or
their
letting
country,
them
fam.
out.
Leaves their country, fam.
It's you're giving that like you're okay with letting women and children leave.
Yes, I'm okay
fuck
with
you,
that.
fuck
Every
your
single war, in
That's
every
fucked
single
up,
war,
bro.
there's
That's fucked up.
refugees.
You're okay with
In-
letting people leave
In
their homes and
Syria,
that's okay for
in
you.
Syria, there were millions
That's
of refugees.
absolutely horseshit.
In
Come on.
Ukraine, millions of refugees. In every conflict
Fuck
you can think
Ukraine
of, there's
and fuck Russia.
refugees.
They deserve whatever it's going on there.
The point is,
They're
there were
fighting with each other
refugees
for-
from
for-
every
for
war
many
except
years.
this
And-
one
and
because
what did-
you
what
locked
did-
the border.
What did the world? What did? Okay. We're talking about Ukraine. You're talking about Ukraine. What did the world do to Russia after the Ukraine war? They cut
Sanctions.
out Russia out of everything. They made they threatened them by cutting them off. They called Russian people terrorists. They did everything. Was the same done with you?
No, not at all, because we weren't in the wrong. Do you know what this is?
No, you were in the wrong. You're doing exactly
you know what
the
this
same
is?
thing.
Do
And
you know what
much,
this
much,
is?
much worse. This is like you're surrounding the people, mate, like making them in some places. This is walls. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's like wall with security fences and barbed wire. It's around Gaza. Do you think that's wrong?
Of course it is.
That's your border. That was put up by Sisi.
How is it put by Sisi? Where is it put? It's the borders. Of course,
Gaza.
I'm gonna have borders with every country around me.
So when we do it, it's wrong. When you do it, of course we're going to do that. Does the border look like?
I'm not
Does the border
I'm
look
not
like that
going
in
to
Sudan?
People, letting them leave and then putting a border. You are doing this. You are doing this.
You built that
You are
fence, not
doing
us.
borders in your
What?
your country to separate the people.
You built that fence, not us. That's your border fence.
Of course it is. It's between two countries. I'm gonna have a border.
Do you have a
It's a
fence
border
like
with
that? Do you
you.
have a sense that?
It's also a border with
No,
you.
no, slow down.
Listen,
Do you have a
it's also
fence-
border, it's not a border with Palestine and
No,
Palestine.
no,
it's a
because
border with you.
with the Israel side, it
It's a
doesn't have
border
that
with
fence.
Israel.
No, because that
What?
doesn't exist on the Egyptian-Israel border. That's just on Gaza. You don't have a fence like that with Israel. You don't have a fence like that with Sudan. You don't have a fence like that with anywhere except Gaza. Why?
Because the threat is not gonna come from Sudan or from Libya. It's gonna come from Israel.
Then why isn't there a border like that with Israel? There's no fence like that between Israel and Egypt. Just Gaza and Egypt.
How is like it's a little border on Gaza side and the other border is like let free?
So you can literally go on Google Maps and search yourself. Have a look at the border fence. With Gaza, you have this huge prison wall, and with Israel, you don't. With no other country, you have a fence like that.
You're
Why?
irritating about the point. You're irritating about.
No,
around
I'm
the
asking
point.
why?
I'm
Why
not
do you
gonna
have
go
that
to
fence
people,
with
let them
Gaza?
leave, and then you're gonna come and blame me that I'm not letting them.
Why
leave.
do you
Of course
put
I'm
the
not gonna
people
let
of
them
Gaza
people
in a prison?
Because they are not gonna come back, bro.
Why do you imprison Gazans? You.
When did we imprison Gaza?
Now, there's a huge fence. There's a war. You won't let any of them out.
Bro, if you go to any person from Gaza and tell them, do you want to go to Egypt or stay in your land? I bet you 100% they're gonna say.
50% of them said that.
And they're
There's-
gonna
they
fight.
literally.
And they're fighting and they're fighting and they're fighting everything.
So let them decide. Open the border.
It doesn't work like that, bro. I'm
Why
not gonna
not?
open a fucking border. I'm not gonna open a border.
I thought you loved the Palestinians.
We look to Palestinians, but it doesn't work like that.
Then why won't you let them leave a war zone?
So you're calling it a war zone. That the thing committed in Gaza is war. It's war
Yes.
crimes, right?
It's a war
War
zone,
crimes.
not war crimes. War zone.
No, and war crimes is being committed in that war zone
By Hamas, yes.
by Hamas. Hamas
Yes.
is bombing Gaza.
No. Hamas is, I mean, accidentally several times, yes. They often misfire their rockets. But no, I'm talking about the war crimes committed by
Sorry
Hamas.
for about Hamas misfiring their rockets, but our rocket is gonna hit Gaza, and that's okay.
But you're
gonna-
running
it's
from
gonna-
my
it's gonna
point.
hit- It's gonna hit refugee places. It's gonna.
I know
hit
you're
hospitals, it's gonna
Egyptian
hit
and you
schools,
like
it's gonna
to-
hit it's
I-
gonna hit universities, but Hamas is bombing their own.
I know you're an Egyptian and you like to run from Israelis, but stop running from me
We
and
don't
answer
like to
my
run,
question.
bro. We don't like to run. We
You've
don't like
had
to run.
you've had almost 100 years of running from Israelis, and you're doing it
We
now.
never run from Israel, bro. We never run from Israel. We never run from Israel.
You're,
If actually, I'm gonna tell you something. If actually the borders was set free and they told the Egyptian people, go and fight, I bet you Israel is gonna be vanished in just a few days.
really?
Yes.
Has Egypt ever won a war?
Yes, it does.
Which war did you win?
The 73 war.
You lost 1,000 kilometers of land and
We
gained
didn't
11.
lose 1,000
You lost
kilometers,
15,000 soldiers and we lost 2,000. How did you win?
We got our fucking land back.
Oh, how? You lost 1,000 kilometers. Let
the
me show
sum
you
of
a
what
picture.
it
Let me show you a picture.
The Barleaf line was fucked up in how many hours?
With water pistols. That's your achievement.
Yeah, and it got fucked up, bro.
You shot some
Got
water
fucked up.
pistols. My
Your
children
whole-
shoot
your
water
whole defense
pistols.
mechanism got fucked up by water. by
My,
water hose.
yeah, and then we shot the real guns, and your people died. Your victory is you shot some water pistols and lost
Bro, of
1,000
course we're gonna die
kilometers.
for our country. Do you think it's a bad thing to die for your country?
Wait, I just want to show you something.
Do you think it's a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing to die. Yes, you should stay alive.
Do you?
Staying
You don't
alive
have
is
a
good.
country.
Because you don't have a country, you cannot fight for your country. You're too afraid. If I came and terrorized you, you would fucking run. But if you came here, we wouldn't run because this is our land. The same with which is going on in Gaza. They don't want to run. You want them to run. They are not running. They are not afraid. You
Look
are
at
gonna
this.
be afraid because
Habibi,
you don't own
Habibi.
this country.
Do you
This
read
is not
Arabic?
your land.
Can
Yes,
you read
I do.
Arabic?
Yes, I do.
Wait there. What does that say?
Eh?
Does it say Cairo 99 kilometers?
Yeah.
Oh, look, what's that? Is that an Israeli soldier with an Israeli
You're
flag?
gonna actually give me a fucking picture and.
We
expect
were
me to believe
99 kilometers from Cairo. You got humiliated in 73 and you think you won. You low
We absolutely
IQ Khanzir. You lost.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro.